Hi everyone, it's Kendra Dublin and I'm back for a video on how to use social media without exposing your life so you can keep private things private and personal things personal. And so it really kind of goes back to just this weird blanket statement of most people think that once they kind of get online and they're doing their ministry and their business for God, they're like, I don't want to have to share my whole life. Well, God didn't ask you to do that. Like nobody even told you you had to do that. So why that thought came to your mind is like, that's your own thought. Like that's not what God has ever said. No, God never said like expose your whole life. Like, no, you starting your online ministry is literally you starting the ministry and showing your face. But nobody said you had to show yourself, getting out of bed and brushing your teeth and doing your hair. Like, guys, if he hasn't called you to do that, then why are you thinking you have to do that? Like, stop thinking that because you get on social media, you have to expose your life. No, share your expertise. Share what God has called you to share. You don't have to share your life. You really don't. And then write out what you want to share and what you don't want to share. Like, I don't want to share these pieces and I want to share these pieces. Now, those things may shift over time where God is saying, share this. Somebody needs to hear this, or share this. Somebody needs to see this, or put this up there. But it's not going to be to the point where it's like, I got to expose everything about my life in such a way that it's unhealthy. Like it's not healthy to do all of that. And it's not necessary for people to get a feel for you and get an idea of how you are. And if you are real and are you who you say you are, because all of us feel like we're getting faked by half the people that are out there. Right. But that's going to be a great tool for you to say, okay, these are the things I want to talk about. These are the things I don't want to talk about. Put that to the side. Use the things that you want to talk about. And just know, like, you need to be visible. Like, you do have to show your face, but it doesn't have to be exposing. It needs to be where people can hear your voice at times when you're talking about your story or sharing your teaching. And then there's times where you just want to do your regular postings. Regardless, you're going to have to be able to show yourself, or people are going to think like, okay, there's a robot behind there. There's somebody that, it's unless you're kind of one of those platforms where you're literally just putting out quotes or something like that. And that's what God just calls you, just to encourage through quotes or through the scriptures. Okay, fine. But depending on the ministry that you have, like for me, I can't say that I'm a Christian life coach. I do discipleship and like counseling all together. But then I'm not showing you my face because you have to believe that I'm a credible person. Like, you have to be able to say, oh, I can trust her with my information. Like, I can trust her to help me with the transformations. I can help, she can help me with this, that, and the third. So there's things you have to be able to share to actually bring people to you so that you can bring them closer to Christ or to Christ, a better understanding of Christ, whatever it is that God is leading you to do. There's a plethora of gifts that we have, but whatever he's leading you to do, remember, you can share your expertise, share what God has called you to share, write out what you need to share. But remember, you also have to be visible. But again, that still goes into the bucket of this is what God is calling me to share. I'm going to show my face here and there. I don't have to show it every single day. I don't have to show you what I'm eating. Like, God has not called you to do that. He's called you to bring more souls to him. He's called you to help teach. He's called you to help all these different things that he's called you to. So stop thinking you have to expose your life. No. Share what God has called you to share. And don't hesitate. Why? Because tomorrow is too late to be great.